This is RJ here in Richmond, Virginia on this October 4th, 2024. It's a Friday. Here at the Tredegar Museum, also known as the Civil War Museum, formerly known as the Confederate Museum, but it's been completely switched around, modified, changed, edited. So much stuff has been censored. Now it's been fully propagandized, I would say, from a Yankees victor's perspective. I don't care to spend money in Richmond because of what they have done to this place. But I did want to come and see some of these famous historical artifacts right here. And I was going to share some of that with you right now. So right here, for example, you can see the section here devoted to General Robert E. Lee, a legendary American, who didn't like slavery, didn't want disunion, but he couldn't attack and raise a sword against his own family, so he ended up deciding to follow Virginia. Virginia ultimately voted to remain in the Union. Virginia ultimately decided at first to remain in the Union, and then ultimately separated once Lincoln decided to fire on Fort Sumner. So right here, you can see the spurs, the sword belt, the riding boots worn by General Lee. Very impressive. Right here, as you see, a few frocks, uniforms. Right here speaks about the diversity of soldiers, and particularly how immigrants comprise of 43% of the U.S. forces. We knew that. Many of those Yankees were foreign-born mercenaries who only joined the Union with promises of food, money, land, and immigration papers. Just sharing with you the tip of the iceberg, some of the things I came here primarily to see. That includes right here some other really important artifacts of General Robert E. Lee. That includes right here, you can see the slouch hat used by General Lee, the field glasses, the Colt revolver, the haversack, the bridle bit, the balloon fragment, the Holy Bible owned by General Lee, and campaign chest. Imagine that, this campaign chest right here, so impressive. And the Bible used by General Lee right there, just invaluable. Lee used these field glasses right here to develop battle tactics. He used these field glasses to view Union and Confederate troops movements from a distance. So here's also the hat worn by General Lee and the revolver as well. And this right here, the haversack. Very impressive. Of course, it's just tip of the iceberg. You see different military uniforms right here. Another interesting artifact right here. Civil flag, Hamburg, Germany. Captain von Schwartz used the German flag above as a decoy when running the blockade. See some homespun dresses. Other images, including this image right here. It doesn't say who that is, but is a Chinese man who fought with the Confederacy. Coming up to probably my favorite displays as well, besides for Robert E. Lee, is this one for the legendary Major General Jeb Stuart. The main reason I'm here today is because I'm on the way to Laurel Hill, Jeb Stuart's birthplace. They're near Mount Airy, North Carolina, and Errant, Virginia, and it's this weekend where they have the annual festival beginning tomorrow. Right here, you can see all these things owned by General Jeb Stuart. The bridle, the campaign desk, the cavalry saber, the slouch hat, the gauntlets, the holster, the revolver, field glasses, riding boots. Impressive. Here's the riding boots. And that famous slouch hat used by General Jeb Stuart, who died right here in Richmond. Last word to say is save the women. Incredible. Here's his saber, his revolver, his holster, and these field glasses right here. It says, after he was mortally wounded, Stuart's aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Garnett, helped move him from the battlefield to Richmond for medical care. The general gave these field glasses to Garnett just before he died. Of course, the desk that he used. It's only tip of the iceberg. Flag used here for the Battle of the Crater. Very impressive. Over here you see an image you might recognize. The Rose Greenhow, Confederate spy. Once again, I don't care to spend. I try to avoid spending money in Richmond, but I will go to the White House of Confederacy once in a while to hear their Yankee propaganda version of the house, and also want to see what they have done. They bastardized this museum. It's a beautiful painting right here. All right, just leaving off where I just begun here in this museum. It's really kind of disgusting what they've done with it, especially upstairs. They have a impending crisis exhibit up there talking about the causes, motivations of the war, and it's so biased, so one-sided, complete propaganda. I've read the book Impending Crisis, and they ignore and omit nearly everything. All right, so leaving this with you today, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up where I started it. But this place has changed so much since I first came here. It's amazing how so many of these museums are now being used to try to tell people what to think instead of just presenting history.